Okay, game for 2000 atmospheres. Yes. This is quite a good map pool, actually. These are good maps. 2000 atmospheres is a nice map. Well balanced map. So let's see. We are in a best of 7. Icredd is 3-0 up. Kup needs to win the next 4 games in a row. No pressure. No pressure, Kup. So it's GLHF. But does he mean it? Does he? Let's see. Icredd playing Zerg again. So, normality has been restored. No kind of weird proxy racks or anything like that. Yeah, and I don't think I've seen yet just a standard Zerg opener. Overlord, 3 drones, hatch, gas, pull, hatch. I don't think we've seen that yet. I'm not really sure why not. Why wouldn't you do that? Maybe this is the time. Icredd. There's the hatch. There's the gas. Although weirdly he's on 14, 13 markers. What? I'm not. How have you done that? What? Because what have you not built? What have you done? Is it just because you've got idle lock? What? What's happening here? I don't know. What is occurring? Anyway, Kup's pool is about to finish, and Icredd's isn't. And consistently, Kup has got the earlier pool down. He has, in general, built lings, got in his opponent's face, and got a bit of damage done. For me, the issue has been he stayed on that ling a little bit too long, and not kind of sort of been happy with getting a little bit of damage done and then just teching up or droning up or whatever you're going to do. Lings are great and all, but small ling skirmishes are the stuff of pro players. To continually do ling skirmishes is the type of thing you do if you're pro, but because they can do it and also tech up and get their 3rd up and their 4th, etc. And it doesn't appear to slow them down. At our level, though, when APMs are not, threatening 1,000, it's very hard to do that. So, you're better to just see what damage you can get done, and then sort of recognise that continuing to ling harass is probably costing you economically, or costing you in terms of tech, costing you in some way. No longer enough lings here to actually kill the queen, especially with the support from the others. So what's Kup going to go for? Is he just going to hold down the Z button and just try and overwhelm with a vast number of speedlings? It doesn't look like it. He is droning. There is just a safety spine coming down. Given that this is the 3rd Zerg versus Zerg game, surely we're going to see some mutalisks. I mean, when do you not see mutalisks in Zerg versus Zerg? When does that happen? I don't know. So standard stuff, Roach Warren's coming down on both sides, and things appear to be equilibrating. There is an unusual number of lings here for Cooper. It's not, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say. It just feels like maybe there isn't. Maybe it just looked like more than it was. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I think it just looked like more. So both have got reasonably similar kind of setups here. They've both got a handful of lings, enough to kind of hold while you scramble a defense, enough to get out on the map and have a little poke about if that's what you wanted them to do. Both have Roach Warrens, both have Evos building. Lair on the way for both, speed on the way for both. Hydrodan, you'd kind of expect to be the next thing, or Benley Nest, depending on which way they're going to branch. Neither of them look like they're going to commit hard to lings with the double gas coming down here, although no gas over on this side, so we might see a Benley Nest for Icredd, I guess. Is this going to be another sort of roaches are going to come across the map and kill you? Is that what's going to happen here? I hope for Kup's sake that isn't what's about to occur. The worker coming out for the expo, and on this map you can expo either side really. Arguably, this side's the slightly easier defense. There's only one way into it unless you come up here. So, an army positioned in this location can defend easily enough. Whereas this one, a little trickier because stuff can come in from the two angles to get to it. So army positioning is a little harder. So yeah, that's probably the right choice for the third, especially in a Zerg versus Zerg. If you were playing against a Protoss or something, you might do it a little differently. Who knows? Doesn't really matter. It just doesn't matter. What have we got going on here? We've got roach speed. We've got missile attack for both players being researched. So both are going to be committing to stuff like maybe roaches, maybe we're going to see Hydra downs, that sort of jazz. Lings coming up out on the middle of the map are going to have a look around. Some reason I've selected a rock. Army supply is currently double for Icredd, so Coop needs to get a handle on that, needs to be aware that there could be a large amount of stuff coming. The Overlord spread isn't great, most of the Overlords are parked there. That isn't the place that you want to fight against ranged units, so Coop needs to pull back to the safety of home Coop, where the queens are, where the creep is, where the fast reinforcements are. And, production needs to ramp up here. He's got plenty of money in the bank, a little bit light on gas, admittedly. There are 9 roaches coming. Again, where's the spines, Coop? Where are the spines? And why aren't all 4 of your queens at the front helping out with this defense? Oh man, if ever I wanted to see a transfuse, when you were, 5 seconds away from +1 finishing, transfuse could have been beautiful. The queens come forward way out front on their own without the support of the other 2. It's defensively, Coop has not looked great in these matches. There's been quite a few. I don't think he's used to being attacked because defensively, the defense has looked it's a bit piecey. Pieces here and there, nothing contagious. The key is you need to lure your opponent into the position that you choose to fight in. This position is atrocious. You're being attacked from 2 sides. That's not what you want. You don't want that. You don't want to be caught there. You want to be here where your opponent is having to come in between these 2 locations. Your stuff's here, it's on its own creep, it's getting instant reinforcements from the hatchery. If necessary, pull further back behind the hatch so that the AI of your opponent automatically wastes shots shooting the hatchery, because the hatchery isn't going to go down. That's not going to happen. These picked off overlords are, nice for sure. This is a miss rally. Oh, so many overlords. Does he have enough queens to kill them all? Yeah, he does. So, bring the queens down and just mop all of these up. And Icredd is going to be supply blocked for a long while. You've also got a Ravager here, so I'd like to see the corrosive baths just popping these. All of these overlords need to die. Come on, Coop, get on it. Kill them. Where the next swell of roaches is coming. This time, however, army supply, Kupermeister has a larger army. What is the flavour of that army? That isn't the button I meant to press. It's 19 roaches to Icredd's 16. It's 1 Ravager. It's 7 queens. So Coop can hold pretty comfortably here. So what he needs to do is gather his thoughts, think about what he wants to do, go and execute. I'd still like to see all these overlords just getting shut down completely. 3 Ravager baths popping overlord, don't they? So yeah, we'll see. Okay, Coop I think is going to pull the trigger on an attack fairly shortly. I think he may have the numbers to do it as well. Not going to bring the queens though. It's hard to see. I don't know. I think Icredd's just going to sack this hatch and say, yeah, I've lost that one. And that's fair enough. You don't want this overseer to get too far forward here. So the hatch goes down. Didn't quite have enough to defend, but it's pretty even now. What's coming next for Coop? There does appear to be a couple of Hydras. Are there more in production? Let's have a peek. 9 Hydras in production. So you would kind of imagine that as soon as these Hydras join this army, that's the time to pull the trigger. The Hydras behind the roaches just add so much DPS. But I think I'd wait for them. 9 Hydras make a really big difference. This army isn't so massive that 9 Hydras don't make. What Icredd's droning? This is parked outside his front door and he has just built 10 workers. That's what he's building right now. Coop, if ever you're going to get a chance to just move in for the killer blow, this is that chance. I'd like to see a couple more Ravagers. 3, maybe 5 Ravagers is nice because you can just dot the corrosive biles about the place, but I just don't think Icredd has the numbers to hold this. You don't want your Hydras out on their own though. They need to be behind Roaches, adding DPS. They shoot further than Roaches, so they can just add a lot to this. Now that the hatchery is down, the AI is no longer going to get confused. A lot of workers going down. As long as you don't fight in the choke, you should be able to hold this. You've got so much more army than Icredd. I'm not really sure what the run-in's about. You've got corrosive biles and stuff. You've got higher Hydra count. You're losing a lot in the run. The roach speed against the slow Hydras is pretty ugly to watch. I sort of feel like with the right positioning, as Icredd pushed through here, that Coop definitely could have held it. Don't fight in the choke. No, please don't. Please, why are you doing this? Please don't do this. Please don't. No. Oh, it hurts. It's literally hurting my face. And now it's Icredd's turn to fight in the choke, and he's just going to try and force the issue. So still some roaches at the back, not really shooting. But look at this conclave. You're not winning that. You're never winning that. You get mashed by half the number of units, never mind a matching number of units. So Icredd's in trouble. He is currently on 2 base. This isn't even saturated. There's nothing mining gas. He's well down in workers. He is down in army. Yeah. What are you going to do, Coop? What are you going to do? There is a hive on the way from Icredd. 2 base hive. What is this? I mean, what on earth is this? I think, if I'm in Coop's position, I'm dropping a 4th, I'm dropping the lurker down, and I'm marching across the map for the win. Let's have a quick peek at the upgrades tab. So, Ling speed, Hydra speed, and Roach speed for Coop. With the +1, I think he can just go. I think he can just pull the trigger and just go and wreck stuff. Bunch of overlords out in the open is always nice. Might as well snipe those because they're there. And actually, that is going to supply block. But don't shoot your own Ravagers. That's a bit painful. Did I just see things, or did that actually happen? So Icredd is so deeply supply blocked now, it actually hurts. There's still more Hydras in production here. I think you just go for this. With the corrosive biles, how are your dodges? Atrocious. Icredd doesn't even react to the corrosive biles, just takes them to the chin. Maybe he knows he's lost, maybe he knows it's over, and he's just kind of relaxing and just going, yeah, it's fine. Corrosive biles just smashing everything. Yeah, there it is. So that is going to be the GG, and Kupermeister stops the rot, gets one on the board. We are on.